Well, Patriots, welcome to a night of unvarnished truth and righteous indignation. Welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint. I'm your host, Charlie, the Country Conservative. This is where we cut through the propaganda, expose the lies, and celebrate the resurgence of Americans' common sense. Tonight, we're taking on the titans of deception. Let's get straight to the heart of the matter. The fake news media, the purveyors of misinformation, the architects of division, the shameless peddler of partisan propaganda. Say that one fast 3 times, huh? They think they can control the narrative, manipulate masses, and silence the voices of dissent. But they've underestimated the American people. They've underestimated our intelligence, our disconcernment, and our unwavering commitment to the truth. And tonight, we're celebrating President Trump's fearless confrontation of these corrupt institutions. He's calling them out, exposing their lies, and holding them accountable for their relentless attacks on our values and our nation. He's speaking directly to the American people by passing their filters and delivering the unfiltered truth. He's telling them the way it is, guys. He's not afraid to call out them, to expose their hypocrisy and to challenge their narratives. He's reminding them they are not the arbiters of truth, that they are not the gatekeepers of information, and that they will not silence the voices of the American people. Got that right. They thought they could intimidate him with their smears, silence him with their cancel culture, and bury him under a mountain of lies. But they were wrong. He's fighting back and he's taking him on head on. Tonight, we're celebrating the fight. We're amplifying the truth. We're reaffirming the commitment to a free and independent press, a press that serves the people, not the powerful. We are demanding accountability, transparency, and the return to journalistic integrity. That's only going to happen here. So thank you for tuning in tonight, Patriots. We're in for a night of hard truth and righteous resolve. Welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint, where we defend the values that made America great, where we challenge the lies of the left, and where we refuse to be silenced. Let's get this show started. It begins now. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, my goodness. What a day it's been for me. We're going to go over some stuff here shortly. What I've had to deal with all day today with some moron in fake book. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to show you the conversation. And I just laughed at him after we were done with this. This is hilarious. I said, dude, you become a star. You're going to make it on my show tonight. Oh, yeah. He's a moron. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. If you're new to the show, welcome. I'm glad to have you. Don't forget to say hi to me in chat so I know that you're there. I can't tell you that you're there unless you tell me hi. I don't see anybody when they pop up or anything. I don't see that. So please don't forget to tell me hi. Let me know what state you're from so we can get all 50 states. I want to know all 50 states have been watching. We've got them all over the country, and we will mention some of them here shortly. But let's get a shout out to Rumble. We got Rumble in the house. We got Cloud Hub. We got Facebook. We got YouTube still. Thank goodness. Wow. I'm like shocked by that. We've got everybody. We got X. Guys from X. How you doing, guys? We got Getter. What do we got going on in Getter? We got Sean. We got Beerback Roads. We got Texas John. What's happening? Man, we got Brother Rowdy. We got it all. We got everybody. We got Maryland in the house over here. Oh, God. We got them all, guys. Let it be known where you're from so we can talk about it. Getter is better. Yeah, listen to that. Did you hear that? Sean said it. Oh, right on, man. Cloud Hub, hi. Don't forget you can comment and say hi in comments. I'll see him right away. Now we've got the one, the only, Wimkin, WIMKIN.com. Yes, I'm plugging it again. We're going to plug it every night, guys, until you download that app. Check it out. Join us in chat. Join my Wimkin Warriors in here. They're awesome people. They're great. You'll get 2 great shows. Remember that, guys. Between 7 and 10, you got Violent Vixen 29 with Rebel Chick with a Cause. Starts at 7 o'clock to 9. Then me, 9 to 10. You got two of the best shows you'll find on the internet anywhere. Check us out, guys. You'll love it. All right, let's give some shout-outs on Wimpkin. We got Pat. Hi, Pat. I did say hi to you on Vic's show. I don't know if you see it or not. Lee, what up, Lee? We got Colin from Scotland. There it is, guy. That's one. And I don't know if Mark's going to make it in today. We'll find out in a second. We got John M. John, what's happening? Got a lot going on. There's Jerry Kruger, which Jerry Kruger gets on around 6 o'clock sometimes. And you can find him popping up anywhere. So check out Jerry Kruger's while you're at it. It's not rape if you're a Democrat. Yeah, that's it. That's true as hell. There's Mark right there. Mark is in the house. He is from the UK, guys. Yes, sir. I'm telling you, we've got them everywhere, all across the world. We've got it here. Yeah, you got to love it, right? These guys are awesome. They tune in almost every freaking night. These guys are great. Daniel, what's happening? We even got one from Scandinavia, American Pier, where he makes it once in a while. And I appreciate what he does. It's awesome. And we got it in the house here. What else we got going? We got Alan. What's happening, Alan? Let's keep going down the list here. There's Jeff. Jeff make it in here. Did Tammy make it in here? I didn't see Tammy yet. All right, let's keep going here. Let's make sure I got everyone, and I'm sure Tammy will make it in here. But welcome to the show, guys. Thank you for stopping by. A lot of stuff to go over with you tonight, guys. Of course, we're going to make it quick. We're going to make it easy because I got a ton of videos to show you. But first, I got a couple things to show you. First one, this is from a local guy that sent it to me on Facebook. Wait until you read this. This is perfectly Democrat. Take a look. Do people get pregnant from anal sex? Of course. Where do you think Democrats come from? That was freaking awesome right there. That I had to put that on there. Thank you for that, Alan. That was freaking awesome on Facebook. Let me go over here for Texas Jones over there. Jana. Hi, Jana. All right, that is great right there. I love that. You guys love that. That's awesome, right? All right, now we're going to get into this moron on Facebook. Here, I'll put up the first clip for you here. This guy's Randy Parker, and I want you to read along, guys. Look what he says. Oh, for God's sakes, ask hundreds of thousands of America who Trump destroyed their careers and livelihoods for firing them for no reason. No reason, right? They were useless government employees that were hired for the Democrats just to hire for friends and stuff that were worthless, that we don't even need them. We can tell the government's running without them. And auto workers just got laid off. What auto workers got laid off? None. And what else? Ask people who invested in the stock markets. Well, mine are doing just fine. And the stock market has shot through the roof ever since the China and the Saudi Arabia deal, all that stuff. This guy's an idiot. Ask company owners who depends on exporting their products. Okay. Ask families who have spent way more on food now. Get this, guys. Do you see that? Who's spending more on food? Not me. Not me. Because of Trump's insane tariffs. This old son of a bitch is sitting there saying that the entire country is worse off now that the MAGA morons put the narcissistic idiot back in the way. This is what we're dealing with, guys. Okay, I'm not lying to you. Take a look. The next one. By the way, here's some facts for you, MAGA. Biden handed Trump the strongest economy in the world, which that narcissist idiot destroyed in 6 weeks. Unemployment was at the 60-year low. Get this. Look at this, guys. Can you tell anybody's more of an idiot than this guy right here? You know, the one that Trump crashed with his stupidity. Facts matter. None of this is facts, guys. This is the moron and how brainwashed you are. No, we're not done yet. Got one more for you. Look at this one. Seek professional help, moron. You are truly mentally unstable and deranged. I provide you with the proof, you dumbass. What proof did he give me? And I called him a dumbass and a bunch of other replies to all this. So the idiot is so old, he can't even make up his own, try to hurt me. It doesn't hurt me. It makes me laugh. You're very stupid, maggot, aren't you, dickhead? I believe you. If you don't believe me, ask your family. This guy is a total moron. I cannot. Can you say that how stupid people are? Cecil. What's happening, Cecil? Oh, yeah, he's a troll, Sean. This guy is so damn dumb. You can't even tell him the truth. And he sits there and I ask him who? John Smith. Hey, what's going on, man? Welcome to the show. This guy is a total idiot. Hi, Vic, on X and Rumble. And I had to show you this, guys, because this goes to prove how stupid these idiots are. These idiot liberals think they know what they're talking about, and they just make their stuff themselves look stupid, because none of that what that guy said is true, unless I'm a dumbass. No, I am a dumbass. He got that right. I'm a dumbass for putting up with his shit and just putting off with it. But it's funny as hell because that guy makes me laugh. Quit buffering, Pat. But that makes me laugh when some moron gets on there and makes himself looks like an idiot. Oh, yeah, Jeff, he watches a lot of CNN because nobody can be that stupid. And he's old, and his picture shows, but he blocks his Facebook page so you can't see where he's from. And, of course, another big mouth that doesn't know shit. And I told him, too. I said, buddy, you just made my show. And I laughed at him. That is funny as hell. All right, guys, let's get into some of this stuff because the first thing I'm going to rattle off here is about Major League Baseball. And if you guys did not see that, listen to this. They are so nice. They are so thoughtful. And I'm hoping you catching the sarcasm here. After I read this article, you will. Major League Baseball lifts ban on Pete Rose, opening path to be added to the Baseball Hall of Fame. Now, who? Tell me. They are so nice. They do this a year after he dies. And how much fake book? Yeah, exactly right there, Beerback Rose. Fat. All right, there's Tammy. Jerry Kruger. Uh-oh, we got a breaking news from Jerry Kruger here. Let me see here. New York Attorney General Letitia James is under fire for allegedly covering up sexual misconduct claims against her top aide until after her re-election. This video exposes the timeline, the hypocrisy, and the growing public backlash. She is in so much hot water, it's unbelievable. Believe it or not, Charlie, they really are that stupid. Yes, I'm beginning to see that, Lee. But don't you just think it pisses people off? Back to the MLB. How much betting has been going on since Pete Rose got caught betting on games? And they did nothing about it. They did not put him back in and let him. That's her name. That's what I call her, Beerback Rose. And that's what I will continue to call her fat ass. I hope you like that. Pete was the man. Exactly. And they just now did this after the man dies. That is so pathetic. Yes, okay, they better put that man into a Hall of Fame. That just pisses me off that they do this after the man dies and couldn't do it beforehand. That is pretty sad. All right, on with the show. Here's one that I like. I'm loving this one. This just came in. I just added it. Wisconsin judge indicted for allegedly helping illegal migrant evade arrest. This is a start, guys. This is a start. We got to love it. I can't wait to see what happens with this. Now we're going to get into the good stuff. Jake Tapper now wants to admit the truth. CNN Tapper, top aides, hid how badly Biden was struggling to do his job. And I'm going to probably not show you all of it, but the majority of this, you could see that yourself with your very own lying eyes. Remember that, guys? To see that man was falling apart. Take a look.
Choice to run again. It was written by Axios' Alex Thompson and CNN's own Jake Tapper. Jake is here to join us now. I'm curious about what his advisors were saying at the time as you look at this, as you reported out this book.
So the White House physician, Dr. Kevin O'Connor, was telling White House aides that President Biden's deterioration of his spine, the degeneration, was so significant that if he fell one more time, that he might have to be in a wheelchair and serve in a wheelchair for his second term. But everybody pushed off the notion that he used a wheelchair until after the election. This is all part of a larger whole where the Biden White House tried to hide the extent of his deterioration, both physical and cognitive, as much as possible. In fact, as we all know, we all saw, as his shuffling gait got worse and worse from 2003 to 2004, they started putting aids around him as he walked to Marine One, the helicopter. That was to kind of hide from public view how bad his gait was, how bad his walking was, his shuffling, and also in case he stumbled again to make sure somebody was there. And this is just of a piece of an overall campaign to try to conceal from the American people the extent to which the president was really.
And I said I wasn't going to show you all that because it goes on for 4 minutes. And the reason why I'm not, because we all knew, and Daniel said it right there, CNN reporting on this now, and he said is infuriating because we all knew this. AOC probably married a donkey. That's funny, Sean. But we all know. But you know why he's saying this now? Because he wrote a book and he's pushing his book sales. We all knew this. We all could see it with our own lying eyes that this man was going downhill from day one. They needed a puppet. That's what they got. That's what they had. And they're wanting to put it out there just because he wrote a book. We're not that stupid, guys. They are, obviously, because they're the ones that pushed this fake news the whole time. And you wonder why Trump pushes them and calls them fake news. But now, get this one, and we got something with this one. Joe Biden taken to the hospital for further evaluation after doctors make a discovery during a routine physical. Now, how many of you guys had routine physicals in your lifetime, right? I'm sorry, but on Friday, just passed, a recent medical examination, Biden at 82, was examined at a Philadelphia, Pennsylvania hospital on Friday, according to in a routine physical exam. I've had multiple physical exams, okay? But none that had to go up my butt, and found a small nodule found in his prostate, which necessitated further evaluation. How many have had prostate exams on all of your routine exams? Now, the man just supposedly had a routine exam before he left office, and that wasn't found then. But so we're just going to say, all right, we're sticking the finger in there and trying to find out if you got something in there or not. I'm calling bullshit on this. I think it's been there, and they're just now using it as excuses, and this is all going to catch up now. They're going to say, well, yeah, the medicine's going to mess him up, and he's not all there, and they're going to try to push this fake-ass news media through. But I have never had them check my prostate on a routine exam. I don't do colon shit. That's good, Beer Back Road. That's funny right there. I like Biden's book of accomplishment. It is all blank pages. Yes, right, Alan. But not if you talk to these liberals. They've had a better economy than Trump ever would. And not even if you got to tell them Trump left them with a what? 1.9% inflation inflation rate. And what did Biden go up to? Almost 10%. And he got it down a little bit to like 5 or 6% before Trump took over. That you saw the idiot that I had to deal with. I'm not going to deal with these people anymore. I'm not going to waste my time, my breath on these people because they're idiots. They don't want to listen. It's not going to happen. Trump rips ABC reporter for asking about accepting a jet from Corda. I hope I said that right. Says that she should be an embarrassment. Yes, she should. Take a look.
Mr. President, what do you say to people who view that luxury jet as a personal gift to you? Why not leave it behind?
You're ABC fake news, right? You should be embarrassed asking that question. They're giving us a free jet. I could say, no, don't give us. I want to pay you $1 billion or 400 million or whatever it is. Or I could say, thank you very much. You know, there was an old golfer named Sam Snead. Did you ever hear him? He won 82 tournaments. He was a great golfer. And he had a motto, when they give you a putt, you say, thank you very much. You pick up your ball and you walk to the next hole. A lot of people are stupid. They say, no, I insist on putting it. Then they put it and they miss it.
Respectfully, sir, as a businessman, some people may look at this and say, have you ever been given a gift worth millions of dollars and then not received anything?
Not a gift to me, it's a gift to the Department of Defense. And you should know better, because you've been embarrassed enough, and so has your network. Your network is a disaster. ABC is a disaster.
Yeah, you hear that? And there's a fact on this one, too. It's no different. ABC, again, ABC, the old hag, Martha Raddick. The Slopadopoulos show, Trump loves that. Trump rips ABC's Martha Raddick for dragging him into the papal coverage. She's talking about the new pope, and she has to bring Trump's name into this. Oh, yeah. Listen to what Trump has to say. So funny to watch old-timer Martha Raddick on ABC. Fake news, the Slopadopoulos show, this morning blurred out that effectively Pope Leo's selection had nothing to do with Donald Trump. It came out of nowhere, but it was on her Trump derangement mind. Remember, I did win the Catholic vote by a lot. Bob Iger should do something about these losers and haters he got on his low-rated shows. It's time for a change. Why did she have to do that? Because what he said, they all have Trump derangement syndrome, and these people need a pill in the ass. They need to go to Biden's doctor, and let him insert that finger into their ass with a piece of Valium or something, because these people are messed up, really. And it doesn't stop there with these fake news people. I mean, it went to a CNN, everybody. Hell, we got MSNBC. And you couldn't show more racism than what she's showing about the South African refugees waving American flag in the United States. So I'm going to let you listen to her first real quick. Then I got one right after you to show who she's talking about.
Trump administration, they're saying that essentially these white South Africans assimilate better, and they're also not as much of a security risk. That's really causing a lot of people to be appalled, frankly. And I also should tell people that this violence that they're talking about that are dealing with these Afrikaners, I've been hearing from people that say there is violence in South Africa, but it's affecting everybody of every single race, Katie.
She showed her blatant racism over these people that came here legally, and they were loving it with the American flag, not like the ones that were coming across illegally waving their own country's flag. If you're leaving a country you're not, repressed or whatever the hell they were talking about, violent and all that stuff, why would you be waving their flag to come into the United States? Makes no sense, right? White genocide for over 20 years. Yep, got that right, Sean. This is the stuff showing the MSNBC, ABC, all of them, every damn one of them are for the Democrats. They are for ruining this country. They want to control every living aspect of our lives, and we will not do that. How dare them carry American flag? I know, John, right? Man, what the hell's wrong with these people? They want to come over here legally and wave an American flag in front of our faces. Man, give them people some food stamps or something. Well, that's a damn shame, right, guys? The racism, the fake news media, this shit. I thought we were going to be done with this stuff, and we're not. They're just ramped up their fire on it because Trump is winning over and over again, and they don't like it. Their Trump derangement syndrome is getting worse and worse. Somebody shoot them with a tranquilizer or something. All right, let's move on. Federal judge allows IRS to share information about alleged illegal criminals with the DHS, which they should. Everyone and anyone in this country would want these criminals the hell out of here. Unless you're a liberal-ass Democrat, then you're idiots. Take them into your home and give them a place where they're not living off of us. This is the problem with today's people, today's liberals. The fake news needs an ass whooping. You got that right. Dart gun. Yeah. Shoot it. Blow dart, man. Blow dart in their asses, man. Man, get them the hell out of here. Okay, here we go. Another Texas win. ICE arrest 422 illegal migrants in Texas sweep. Includes some wanted for murder and sexual assault. When you go to look this up, though, nobody wants to cover this. They don't want to cover the people who are murderers, rapists, none of this. They don't want to cover this stuff. Why? Because they are the ones that helped let them in. Oh, yeah, this is the patheticness that we've got to deal with, guys. And you know, you and I all know that this has been going on way too long, and it's got to stop. Whistleblowers say human trafficking hotline operators. You hear about this? Failed to report tips to the law enforcement. Human trafficking hotline guy did not turn over the information to the law enforcement in the states where it was happening. And nobody's been arrested. Anybody find a problem with that? Yes, I do. I find a problem with this. Is that a problem where we're not arresting people for allowing human trafficking to go on? The blind followers are too stupid to realize that they were eating at an all-you-can-eat bullshit buffet. Got that right, Daniel. They've been lied to for years and years, and they still believe it. Trump derangement syndrome on full flare-up display. Got that right, Daniel. Found out liberals don't like white South African refugees. Yeah, I guess not. Guess you're not allowed to be white and legally in here. Wow, we all got to go get deported. Oh my! Oh, that even if you're a black conservative, you're not allowed to be here. Nope. You got to get deported. Even if you're from America, you got to get deported back to America. Oh, yeah, but don't wave that flag. You're not allowed to do that. Guys, oh, man, it's all right. What do we got here? Now they'd be more African-American than the ghetto. Yeah, that's funny there, Lee. For a wee snack earlier, guys, I had red velvet. Oh, my, that's red velvet chocolate chip pancake. Man, Colin, that sounds really good. Oh, that sounds really great. All right. Yeah, remember that, guys. Don't worry. If you call the hotline to report human trafficking, don't worry. It's okay. They're allowed to do it. According to this guy, Trump signs an executive order giving 30-day notice to the drug makers to lower prescription drug costs, or he's going to do it for them. We talked about this yesterday. I told you I'd throw it back in there, and he has done it. It's going to be even better than it was the first term. It's not going to be like Joe Biden. Joe Biden put it up for negotiation, never lowered the price on any drugs. And these idiot liberals think, oh, yeah, he lowered them on diabetics and insulin and stuff. No, he didn't. There's another lie that they know that you cannot going to fool me on. RFK says Trump did what no Democrat ever had the guts to do. What he was talking about was the 80% and taking them on and lowering the cost of all prescription drugs. Cut prescription costs by 80%, or let's see, wait a minute. That's 90%. A direct strike against them because other countries that we were funding medical stuff for were paying less for prescription drugs than we were. Aaron, what's happening, Aaron? Caught you this time. So why the hell are we funding medical stuff for other countries while we pay more cost for the drugs? You know why? It's so they don't lose their profits. They give them to other countries cheap and make us make up the difference. That ain't going to fly right there, right, guys? So that's why Trump did this. He says, we're not going to be paying these high prices anymore. Thank you, President Trump. Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, says Biden-era domestic terrorism policy must end. Calls it abuse of power. This is what, it's not the same as what the Patriot Act one that she was getting rid of yesterday when we talked about it last night. This is a different one that still allowed the FBI and Homeland Security to surveil Americans for not committing a crime. It's the same kind of thing. They put it in two different things So if you get rid of one, we still got this one. That's what they're doing. She's getting rid of both of them, or trying to at least. And I'm hoping that it goes through, but we're going to have to see what happens with this. There's so much that the Biden administration and these Democrats did to be able to spy on us, and should have never happened, but it did. Rowdy, I see Rowdy's name up there in Getter. What's happening, Rowdy? I seen him. Oh. All right, let's keep going here. Let's get Tulsi off of here. I know I missed some videos here. Let me see what I got here. We'll get rid of that one. That's the drug one. That's the other one. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Stock markets see major boost over China-U.S. trade truce. Take a look.
Well, the stock market soared today. Get this, the Dow Jones Industrials closing up 1,160 points today, all in response to a breakthrough in U.S. and China trade talks. Both countries agreeing to slash tariffs for 90 days. President Donald Trump today saying trade talks between the two countries have been productive. Here's ABC's Melissa Adan with the new details.
Big gains on Wall Street today following the latest tariff relief. The U.S. and China striking a deal to cut tariffs for 90 days as leaders work towards a long-term agreement.
Investors got a much hoped-for reprieve with some positive news in the trade front.
The tariffs on Chinese goods coming into the U.S. will drop from 145% to 30% temporarily, and the tariffs on U.S. goods heading into China will drop from 125% to 10%. A major rollback after weeks of high tariffs severely impacted trade between the two countries.
I think it's going to be fantastic for China. I think it's going to be fantastic for us. And I think it's going to be great for unification and peace.
But President Trump says the deal does not include existing tariffs on cars, steel, aluminum, and pharmaceuticals. ABC's Rachel Scott asked the president what happens after the 90-day pause.
If a longer-term deal is not reached with China at the end of these 90 days, can the American people expect those tariffs to go back up to 145%?
No, but they would go up substantially higher. I think you will have a deal, however.
Shipments of Chinese goods, from electronics to clothing, slowing to a crawl. Melissa Adan, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Did he or did he not say, people, relax, it's going to happen? And these people, these idiot liberals, sit there and think that they've been affected by these tariffs, and they have not. What you were affected by was Biden's tax hikes and food prices going through the roof. And what that old man said, it did not. Biden did not cause anything to go through the roof. It was the best economy ever. Oh, my God. Charlie, I'm a spelling bee champion. Thanks, Beerback Road. Yeah, I see that. All right. What do we got here? Now, we knew this was going to happen, and everything is falling. I didn't realize it fell that much, but obviously it did. But now, with Trump's Saudi Arabia trip, holy shit. Saudi Arabia Crown Prince signed multiple defense and energy agreements. $600 billion, and he's not even done yet. Oh, yeah, $600 billion. And they signed off on it today. They gave Trump a smashing welcome. The most ever you would see how appreciative and respected Trump is on the world stage. They had a nice lineup of their military and their servicemen and the government, and it was freaking great. The king of Saudi Arabia himself met Trump at the door of his car. Oh, it was just, you never saw this with Biden. Oh, no. And you could get these idiot liberals to say a thing, but it's unbelievable. Shell said she was trying to comment, but unable. Shell. Hi, Shell. If you can hear me, hi there. I'm glad I didn't. I hope you can try to comment. But welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in, Shell. All right, let's keep going, guys. Only a couple more here. But that was a great trip. He's not even done. He's doing three different tours down there, and he's going to sign more. He's figuring at least $1 trillion worth of stuff. Oh, it's going to be awesome. You've never seen, and Daniel and Aaron and everybody, you can't win as much as we've been winning. And the economy has bounced back like crazy. But now I'm going to bum you out because we got Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor, however you want to say it. That's the way I'm saying it. Sotomayor lets her partisan mask slip into comments. We can't lose the battles we are facing. She's showing how liberal she is. And I know I have a video right here. Take a look.
With us now is the Federalist reporter, Brianna Lyman. What is she saying, and what is Justice Sotomayor up to, Brianna?
I mean, the fact that you have a sitting Supreme Court justice saying we have to stand up and fight this fight is lending credence to the claim or reinforcing the criticism that judicial overreach is occurring and that the judiciary is being used as a political weapon rather than the judiciary being used as a neutral arbiter of the law. And the fact that she said we have to fight for lost causes. The role of a lawyer is to zealously advocate for a client, of course, but the role of a judge is to advocate or zealously advocate for the Constitution, and those aren't always.
She said it exactly right. And this why goes to show why she should be removed from the bench. She is fighting for the liberals, the Democrats, and these pieces, and she's not fighting for a Constitution. And she should be removed immediately. I don't know how they can do it, but hi, Alfred. But this is pathetic. She should not even be holding a place on the bench. All right, one more thing. We got Trump mulls joining Ukraine talks in Turkey. Kremlin silent on Putin. According to Putin and them, they're talking, but Trump is sending Marco Rubio over to join their talks. So we're going to see what happens with that. Trump's got a lot to deal with, trying to put out 2 wars at a time, or a bunch of wars at the time that Biden administration started and didn't stop. So, okay, guys, we got time for some videos here because I got a few of them from people that are viewers. And I lost the stream. Did Charlie see my comment about Sister Shell? I did, Sean. I did see that. And I said, tell her hi and thank you for watching. I hope she'll be able to comment the next time for the next show tomorrow. They belong in Gulag along with the crooked Democrat. Yeah, they do. They all need to go, period. All right, this first one comes from Kimberly on Facebook. Makes statues great again. I thought this was pretty cool.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for your men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Don't you guys love that? Thank you, Kimberly, for that one. She's not on here. But this one is also from Kimberly from Facebook. How mentally retarded do you gotta be to be a Democrat? Well, these people seem to make this a challenge. Take a look.
Transgender boys who might not have their own money to go buy tampons, if they're provided free in the bathroom, it's a huge plus.
Men do not menstruate. Only women menstruate. Now, you can call yourself whatever you want.
Don't menstruate, but trans men do menstruate.
No,
Same
they
as
don't.
non-binary people.
Only women.
Menstruating is not exclusive
Yes,
to
it
cis
is.
women. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
So explain to me as to why my body menstruated at
if
some
your
point
chromosomes are XX and you're young, you menstruate. If you're XY, you don't.
Correct, but what about trans men and non-binary?
They're
We're
not
excluding
men.
a whole group of people
They're women
that
dressed
menstruate.
as men. You are not a man. You can pretend to be a man, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Live your life. And tell me what a man is.
Well, what's a man to you? You define a man for me.
You have chromosomes that are X and Y. That's what a man is.
So why are we just looking at the science of this as an
The
example
science.
when we've learned sex and gender identity are they're completely different things.
They're not completely
They
different
are
things.
completely different.
Completely different words.
Sex is what you're born with, the sexual reproductive organs you have. Gender is what you identify with. They're completely
Well, I don't
different
accept that
things.
distinction. You have to argue for it. You're just giving a conclusion. You're just making it up.
This is a man can menstruate. Are you kidding me? Again, Kimberly's not on here, but thank you for that one too. It just dumbfounds me how stupid and mentally retarded, not even mentally retarded, just mentally crazy. It's possible to block someone's comments on accident. I don't know how, Sean. I don't know how to block anybody because the only thing that I can do is kick somebody out of here. And I never did that. So I don't know how she got blocked from commenting. All right. That was on Getter, guys. Sorry. All right. This one, I want to show you a couple seconds of these kids in this band. I was a drummer when I was younger, believe it or not. And I want you to watch these kids because this is hard to do, to sing and play the drums at the same time, but they're great. Listen.
A modern day warrior, mean stride. Today some sawyer, mean pride. Though his mind is not for rent, they'll put him down and stare again. They deserve a quiet defense, writing out the day's events. The river.
Sorry about if the volume wasn't loud enough, John. But the kids are good. And that is a hard thing to do. They do a lot of different videos. It must be their dad with them. She knows to go to another site and see if it happens there too. Yeah, because I don't know how to block anybody from chatting. All right, we got one from Pat. And this is gonna, you wonder why the kids, yes, they are, Pat. Wonder why kids are traumatized? Take a listen to this. This will make you laugh.
Hey, Dad, do you remember when I was a kid what I was most afraid of?
Spider?
Chucky. Chucky. Tell everybody why I was afraid of Chucky.
Well, one night I was watching Chucky on VHS when it come out, and you was a little kid, and you was around the corner watching it behind my back. And you got so scared you went to your room and threw away that little My Buddy doll you had. I didn't know what was going on, so I took that doll out of the trash and put it back on your dresser and went to work. Well, the next morning your mother called me and you in the background screaming and yelling, and she told me the story what happened.
7 years old.
And she told me the story what had happened, so I thought it was pretty fucking funny. So I get home and you'd already had a burial for this damn doll. You'd sliced it up with a pair of scissors and buried it in the backyard. So I waited till you went to sleep. I went out and unburied that doll, stitched it up real good, and set it back on the dresser. And then
nothing funny about childhood trauma.
I went to work and waited for the phone call. Well, your mom called me.
And he did this and kept doing it to that poor kid when he was little. You wonder why the kid was traumatized? Holy shit, that was crazy, right? Thank you for that, Pat. That was hilarious. I'd be traumatized with a dad with that kind of hair and wearing a mullet. Holy shit. I had hair and I did have a mullet, but that was back in the day when they were right. And I had long hair down to here, and I was really, I would like to have my hair back. Thank you very much. That doesn't happen. All right, guys, this one is from Green Frog Labs. Says, last night on Gutfield. This is hilarious.
Tyrus, did you catch the 5 today at all? I don't want to. So Harold, he's smart, knows his was saying like, of course, the stock market's back up because we caved to China. Why does Harold and his minions look at negotiation as a cave?
Because he's a married man.
Harold's gonna text me. Harold's gonna text me.
Hey,
right
look,
now.
man, I love Harold, and I will never besmirch his name, but he is wrong on this one. I think the problem, and President Trump is no dummy. He's aware that he has to do all this before midterms because we like to talk about the left so much, but we need to focus on the right a little bit because they make money too. And what he's doing by doing things fast, their heads aren't up their ass anymore, Greg. Their head is going through their wallet going, where's our money going?
Yeah.
Because they cannot fleece the system. What Trump is doing when he says we're going to drop prices on medication, what would the Dems do? We're going to form a committee. Then that committee is going to do some investigation. Of course, we need to get paid to do that. We need to get extra money to do that. Then they're going to go over there and they're going to talk to the other side. And the other side will be like, well, listen, we'll put some money in your campaign if you can slow this down. So then that's how the money wheel goes round and round. Trump is cutting that out because he doesn't need their money. So, and he's doing it on a mass. He's doing it bam, 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 because he's well aware that there are snakes in the Republican Party who care about their money more than the American people. So all right, and we're starting to see it. They'll start opposing things and going after things, and then all of a sudden around midterms, they'll do things on purpose to try to get their agenda across, and that's when the Dems will make their move. So he realizes that he doesn't have 4 years to fix things. He literally has 9 months to fix things before the swamp comes for him, because they're going to come. It's a very dangerous time for President Trump and anybody who works and supports him. Everyone should be watching their six, because what he's doing is he's helping us, but at the same time, he's cutting the head off the snake, and they're not going to let that happen.
Y'all ever watch Gutfield? That was awesome right there. That great job to Green Frog Labs. That was awesome, and I saw that on there, and I didn't get to watch the first part of Vic's show tonight because of some issues, but that was hilarious. I don't know if she showed it or not today, but that was great. Yeah, that might work too, Texas John. All right, let's get this one off of here, but great job, Green Frog Labs, on that one. Okay, we got some Charlie Kirk with some idiot kids again. Take a look.
So yes, if you give money to Kamala Harris, that's a signal that you support her. Fine. But if 97% of an organization, which is American College, all goes to the left, that's a massive imbalance, right? That's not moderate. That's insanely slanted.
Yeah, but that's not happening, though. Education as
Let me ask, how many of you guys feel as if you would be punished or treated differently if you say you support Trump or conservative values in your class? Look around. Look around. Every single person. So it is happening.
Okay, well, it's happening to me as well and many other
These kids are being
moderate to
punished
left-leaning people.
for their views every day.
Yeah, and organizations like yours punish us, moderates and left-leaning.
We don't control your grades. We're a voluntary student organization where it's not voluntary for them to take a course.
So you're saying if you were an openly Trump-supporting student, you would get lower grades in your classes based on the professors? Do you guys have proof of this? Okay, pull up your fucking canvases now. Come on, bro. Come on. Anyways.
The little penis doesn't even understand. Everybody back there told him what was happening to him. And the little bitch just, pull up your phone. Come on, you got proof of that? Dumbass. Man, I'd like to be around when some of these people get up there and make a fool of themselves. That's what liberals do well, is make a fool of themselves. All right, guys, we got Ricky, I think it's Jarvis or something like Jervis from on the award show talking about Democrats. And I believe this is AI, but it's hilarious. And it's from the one time where he actually tore into these Democrat liberal idiot actors. But you guys are going to love this. Take a look.
I know you're all pissed that Diddy is in jail, but don't worry. Leonardo DiCaprio is going to have a Diddy party at his girlfriend's middle school tonight. And Leo loves to receive, so he's all yours, Elliot Page. I'd like to congratulate all of you, because tonight we broke a Guinness World Record for having the most paedophiles in one room at the same time. That record was previously held by a Clinton family reunion. Hopefully this is the last time we have to watch Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo finger fuck each other. We get it. You like each other. I also hope this is the last time we see Tom Hanks. Because once that Epstein list comes out, that pedo fucker is going to be in Argentina for the rest of his life. Nobody knew Castaway was actually a documentary about Tom Hanks's life after the Epstein files are released. I've got one question. If all of you are here, who's sucking Zelensky's dick? I know why all of you support Zelensky, Because it gives you hope that you too can fail at acting and be a regime puppet that's glazed on non-stop by imbeciles, all while wearing pajamas and doing copious amounts of coke.
Gotta love that, right? And that's why I'm telling you, it's got to be AI, but it's still hilarious as hell to watch this. If you guys, and I didn't watch the actual show, I did watch his part because I knew he was funny, and that was a while ago when that happened. I don't think they've allowed him back on again because of that reason, because they were embarrassed by him. Oh my God, because they were told the truth. That's why. I bet their parents are proud. No, yeah, exactly, Pat. That's funny right there. All right, let's keep going. What else do I got? I got to find us a. It's coming up. Let's see what we got here. Where am I time? Okay, we got time. A midget with a Coke. Oh, yeah. We got to watch our little people, huh? Take a look at this one. That's funny right there. I love when that does that. Mercy Six Alive didn't know a guy could be that hilarious. Yeah, I'm telling you, Mark, that was hilarious right there. All right, we got to have our little people. Y'all guys, remember, we got Robin Williams again. And we got, no offense to Colin, but he's talking about Scottish. Oh, he's funny when he does this. Take a look.
My idea for a fucking sport. I knock a ball in a gopher hole.
Oh, you mean like pool?
Fuck off, pool! Not with a straight stick, with a little fucked up stick. I whack the ball that goes in a gopher hole.
Oh, you mean like croquet?
Fuck croquet! I put the hole hundreds of yards away! Oh, fuck off, yeah! It's great fun there! Oh, yeah, that's a great thing!
Oh, like a bowling thing?
Fuck no! Not straight, I put shit in the way! Like trees and bushes and high grass, so you can lose your fucking ball and go whacking away with a fucking tire iron. Whacking away, and each time you miss, you feel like you're gonna have a stroke. Fuck, that's what we'll call it. A stroke, because every time you miss, you feel like you're gonna fucking die. Oh, great. Oh, and here's a bit of part. Oh, fuck, this is brilliant. Right near the end, I'll put a flat piece with a little flag to give you fucking hope. But then I'll put a pool and a sandbox to fuck with your ball again. You'll be there trashing your ass, jerking away in the sand.
And you do this one time?
Fuck no! 18 fucking times!
That was freaking awesome. I love Robin Williams. So sad when he died. And I see a couple people are the same. They miss him too. That was a tragic end to a comic genius. Oh my God. He was one in a million, that's for sure. And I love that. Don't Colin even like that, and he's from Scotland, guys. So don't get your panties in a bunch. He liked it. All right, what else we got here? Let's end with Jeff Dunham and Walter. We got to have Jeff Dunham to end the night, right? Oh, yeah, we got to. Every night. Take a look.
Have you seen the size of the bugs in this country? Yeah, there's some big ones. There was a beetle in our hotel room, and my wife wanted me to step on it. What'd you do? Nothing. The damn thing grabbed my wife's poodle and flew out the window. I love this country. I thought the Irish could throw back a few, but you guys are the drinking champions of the world. I'm surprised you don't have dead sharks with alcohol poisoning after eating your surfers.
Did you know that even though Australia had a big influx of criminals, they now have, only, 1/5 as many murders as we do in the U.S.?
Huh? Does that surprise you?
It doesn't you?
No. You know how much practice it takes to kill somebody with a frickin' boomerang? It's like 1,000 to 1. I know, my wife tried. That poodle flew out the window and it's like, you son of a bitch! What the? By the way, are we getting paid for this gig? There's none of that Aborigine barter crap, is it? What? We're not going to get like a bag full of koala poop or something like that, are we? Some feathers and a long-ass horn that plays one note? Thank you for coming. Shut the fuck up!
So what are the big differences you found between Australia and the United States?
Well, I think down here, my marriage goes down the toilet in the other direction.
So you've enjoyed Australia so far?
Well, someone told me that tomorrow we're going to go to Oprah's house.
You mean the Sydney Opera House?
Yeah, that's it. It's
not Oprah, it's opera.
Well, like you said, they talk different here. So what do the Austrians do for fun down here?
Australians.
Yeah, them too.
You know, in a couple days we're going to be heading to New Zealand.
Oh, yeah. I have heard that they have more sheep than humans there. Then I guess the country slogan should be New Zealand, where means no.
You met any bogans?
What the hell is a bogan?
A bogan is what they call someone who's unsophisticated, uneducated, or not a lot of class.
Oh, yes, I have.
Who?
Jaffa.
What have you learned about this country?
I know the Aussies like to party. I understand there are pretty much no virgins left here. Except for maybe that guy right there. I'm just guessing.
Wasn't that great? That's funny right there. Got some breaking news for you guys real quick. The Mendez brothers, oh my God, liberal judge in California resentences the Mendez brothers to 50 years in prison, makes them eligible for parole now. Doesn't mean they're getting released yet, but I wouldn't put it past them. Let two murdering kids, guys now, out when they murdered their parents. So it goes to the parole board now, and they get to decide. But now you got a liberal judge that resentenced them to 50 years, not for life like they're supposed to be. But that just came out, guys. I thought I'd share that with you. Thank you for tuning in tonight, guys. You guys are awesome. We had a great time in chats and all over the place. Sean, I hope you fix Shell's stuff so she can get back on for tomorrow night's show if she's able to. Mark, thank you for joining us on Getter. And everyone else, thank you. You guys are awesome. We had a great time in Wimpkin. It was awesome. You guys are great. You guys, I can't do this show without you. You guys are the reason why I do the show. So thank you again, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow night. So with that being said, I'm going to leave you with this. That brings us to an end of another great episode of the Conservative Viewpoint. Tonight, we've illuminated the battleground between truth and distortion, celebrating the unwavering stance against media manipulation and reaffirming our commitment to journalistic integrity. May tonight's discourse have you challenge the narratives and seek on the unvarnished facts. I can't even read. The pursuit of an informed citizenry is a collective endeavor, and your continued engagement is paramount. Therefore, I extend a sincere invitation for you to rejoin me on tomorrow night's show for another compelling episode of the Conservative Viewpoint. I will return, prepared to dissect the days of unfolding events, challenge the prevailing narratives, and champion the principles that illuminate the path forward for a more informed nation. So I assure you, they are present for another opportunity to engage with critical analysis and unwavering conservative perspective. We eagerly anticipate sharing another impactful show with you guys tomorrow night. So until tomorrow evening, guys, remain steadfast, stay informed, and let the pursuit of truth guide your actions. I will see you back here live tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after the Rebel Chick with a Cause, which starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, guys, like always, have a great rest of your evening. I will see you back here live tomorrow.